What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, Solana is currently making a move that needs to see the price start to pump very soon, or we could be in a position to see a major crash within the next couple weeks here. And so for that reason, let's not waste any time at all, as this is super time sensitive, and let's get straight into today's video. So looking at Solana, over the last couple months, we have been tracking this huge ascending triangle here. Now, I told you guys, over the course of a couple weeks, I said, guys, this usually will be a continuation pattern to the downside. What will usually happen is we will break here or somewhere around the apex, and then we will break to the downside. Now, as these ascending triangles and a macro downtrend do break to the downside, figuring out where the price is going to go becomes a lot more easy, right? What you're going to do is draw horizontal lines every single time we touch the bottom side of that triangle, and those are your major points of support and resistance. So if you lose one, likelihood is you're going to the next one. So when we came down here, the moment we lost this one, I was starting to short down to the next one, which is here, of course. Now, as you can see, as we approach breakdown target number 2, let me just go ahead and label these. We're going to call this one 1, we're going to call this one 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5 down here, okay? So as we came down, right, we lost number 1, we immediately came down to 2. If you had opened up that short trade, you would immediately have been up, 9% to the first one, 15 to 16% down to the second one. Now, it looked like we were going to try to establish some support on top of number 2, but that failed. We immediately came back down, lost 3, and started back testing 3 as resistance. So this just further ensures us that these breakdown targets are working very well, because not only were we on support on number 2, but we found resistance on number 3. Now, what ended up happening after that? We broke back above 3, retested 2. You can see this resistance here from this wick, but we ended up breaking above that and came all the way back up to 1 before crashing and now re-approaching 3 right now. Now, this is where things get a little bit nitty gritty. Okay, this is where things get a little bit worrying, in my opinion, depending on what happens here at number 3. Because if we are capable of bouncing off of 3, of course, we can possibly say we put in the low, we put in a high, we put in the higher low, we're maybe going to come back in to put in the higher high and start entering into a 5 wave to the upside. That is possible. And if that does not happen, if this thing does not pump off of number 3 and start to look to clear 2, look to clear 1, and break back towards the 40s, I do believe we're in a position to see a crash all the way down to 27 to 26, which could be another fall of well into the 15 to 20 percentiles. Okay. Now, not only is number 3 important due to the fact that it is a breakdown target from our triangle here, we can also see that from a Fibonacci perspective, it is extremely important as well. If we go swing low to swing high off of this move, this level is perfectly placed. Here we go. It is perfectly placed at the 618 to 786 bottom zone. Okay, so as you guys know, whenever you make a swing low to a swing high, when the price starts to retrace, the level that is the most likely to bounce it back to the upside is the 618 to 786 box. Well, this is the bottom of it. This is the last point of support in this box before a continuation. And if that does not happen, more often than not, we will see a continuation back down to the downside to not only revisit the lows that created this range, but usually even lower than that. So for that reason, currently $31.90 is the most crucial level that Solana has right now. If we're capable of holding it, be looking for the bounce back above $35. We do that, okay, sure, we're in a position to probably start to look to continue back to the upside and maybe even start to fulfill some of those higher $40 to $41 levels. But if we are not capable of holding 31, and today on the daily close, we start to get a drop below this $31.90 level, do start to expect one final establishment of support at $30.25, in which we may try to double bottom out. But the likelihood is the moment we lose this one, that's the first sign. Once we lose $31.90, again, that's the first sign. Once we lose $30.26, that's the second full-blown confirmation, guys. We're probably going to capitulate to number 4 or maybe even to number 5, currently sitting between $27.26. Now, if this does happen, I personally will start taking on short trades again here on BitGet. You guys know that BitGet is the exchange that I am a partner of. I do believe they're the best in the world, and if you do sign up, you can get deposit bonuses of up to $4,500. So why miss out on an opportunity of that nature? If you can get some free money, especially in a bear market, go get some free money, open up some trades. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. But with that said, the first short trade that I would be taking on would really go in full gear once we were to lose $30.26. The reason why is because there is still a chance that once we lose 3, we may try to double bottom here. I don't want to be caught in the short trade if we're going to go into some sideways trading at this level for a little while. So for that reason, I'm going to wait for the loss of this bottom right here, right around $30 and again 20 cents. And then once that level is lost, all steam ahead into the short trades on about 2 to 2.5x leverage, expecting a push of somewhere between 10 to 20% to the downside, which obviously could be a move of somewhere up to, 20 to 30, 40% in gains, depending on the leverage that we are going in on. Now, do be aware, at that point, right around 4 and 5, that should be another crucial level of support, similar to what we saw here at 3. So we very well may come down here and go sideways for a while. So I wouldn't be holding on to that short trade. I would definitely be closing it towards some of these lower breakdown targets, but I do believe this is a very strong possibility if we do start coming down below $31.95. So as long as we are going to pump soon, this thing must pump soon to stop the strong correction that's going to happen if it does not. So with that said, guys, that is going to be about it for today's quick update. I wanted to get that out for you as fast as possible because this thing moves quick and you need to be on top of it. As this volatility does continue, I will continue to post more and more videos so we can stay on top of the price and you're not missing out on any of these gains that we're making, whether the market goes up or whether the market goes down. Again, don't forget to go get some free money over depositing on BitGet. Let me know what you guys think about the exchange. I believe they're the easiest one I've used and the most convenient one that I use, the most simple to understand one that I've used, and I do think many of you would agree. So go check it out. Let me know what you think down below. But with that said, that's going to be about it for today's video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.